Today I'm going to be driving around and showing you guys some of the ancient sites, monuments, and temples here. Oh, is that a skull?
Yes.
I just met a woman who's an archaeologist, and she's been doing a dig very nearby for the last 5 months. Sabah khair from Luxor. So today I'm going to be driving around and showing you guys some of the ancient sites, monuments, and temples here. I've made a few other videos, but there's a lot more I have not seen in Luxor. So I just at a cafe here grabbed a coffee, ahwazieda. I drove my motorcycle. But I'm not going to be filming driving around because I didn't want to wear the helmet, and that's where the camera's attached to. It's a nice day out, I'm just cruising slowly. So, but this is my view. And I will head over there in just a second and give you guys a better look. So yeah, follow along and let's see all the beautiful sights in Luxor. Yalla bina. As I was having coffee, I just met a woman who's an archaeologist, and she's been doing a dig very nearby for the last 5 months. So that was cool. I finally met my first archaeologist in Egypt. But now I am approaching the Colossi of Memnon, which is 2 giant statues of Amenhotep III, and there used to be a temple there, but of course that is ruined now. But check this out. The Colossi of Memnon are 2 massive stone statues of the pharaoh Amenhotep III, standing at an incredible height of 18 meters. They stand at the front of the ruined mortuary temple of Amenhotep III, which, during its time, was the largest funerary complex in Thebes. They are more than 3,300 years old, but contain Roman-era inscriptions in Greek and Latin, which date to between 20 and 250 AD. Many of the inscriptions make reference to the Greek mythological king Memnon, whom the statue was then, incorrectly, thought to represent. I know I say this every time, but can you just imagine ancient Egypt? Maybe you're traveling and you come through Egypt and you run into this amazing ancient civilization, these massive statues, pyramids, just everywhere. So that is the Colossi of Memnon. Let's go to the next site. I'll look at my maps, ride the bike there, and see where we end up. Okay guys, I'm just approaching Medinet Habu, which is right here. If you are planning to come on your own like I did, something you should know, get your tickets on the main road. It's not near the site. I was able to ride my motorcycle back really quickly, buy that ticket, and then come back. But if you're walking, you're gonna waste time because it's like a kilometer away out on the main road for the ticket to this temple, and a lot of other places actually. So anyways, I was here and it was empty, and then a big bunch of buses came in, so it is what it is. Now there's a line. When I walked up, it was empty. C'est la vie.
Hello?
The Medinet Habu Temple was built by Pharaoh Ramses III and dedicated to the god Amun, who the ancients believed first appeared there. It was built during the New Kingdom as a mortuary temple for Ramses III, the last great pharaoh of Egypt. The exterior and interior walls of the temple are carved with religious scenes and portrayals of Ramses' wars against the Libyans, Nubians, and the Sea People. But the history of Medinet Habu actually goes back much further. The earliest building on the site was a small shrine that dates back almost 4,000 years ago, though only the foundations of the shrine now remain. The shrine was later enlarged by Hatshepsut and Thutmose III as a temple dedicated to Amun. When Ramses III erected his mortuary temple, the enclosure walls incorporated the smaller temple inside the precinct. Medinet Habu, as a fortified site, offered security during the late New Kingdom to the inhabitants of Western Thebes during times of unrest, and served as the administrative center for the women's village at Deir El Medina. Wow, Medinet Habu, it's amazing. Just don't understand how the color has lasted this long, thousands of years. Color is still here, outdoors, exposed to all the elements. ايه ده؟
اتفضل يا باشا اتفضل. التليفون كده اصور لك صوره بتاعت الملك.
لا مش عايزة صورة.
جميلة جميلة هنا حلوة من الباب. التليفون كده هوريها لك. التليفون. اوبن.
Photo.
Okay.
حلوة جدا. ايه سمارت شاطرة. شكرا.
تمام. مفيش حاجة.
شكرا مع السلامة.
مع السلامة.
يومك سعيد. What a cool guy. Just got a sneak peek into that door. Tricks the locals, you know. Like Valley of the Kings, this guy was just they're climbing over everything. Skated off, but then they jump up. They're like, look. Honestly, my interactions with people are like my favorite part of sightseeing. I mean, the history is obviously amazing. I wonder what he's holding. It looks like a staff of some sort. Kind of see how they made it. There's a stone underneath. And this marble type material. I think that might be it, guys, for Medinet Habu. I feel like I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but that's how I'm reading it when I see it on the maps. Looks like one more area, perhaps. Yeah, gated off. I always just want to go where I can't. I'm not allowed. Could go into that crawl space, but not now. Okay, Medinet Habu. Guys, amazing. Let's go yalla to the next site. Welcome to Deir El Medina. So this is the workers' valley or the workers' village. So the people that actually built and made and painted and sculpted these ancient monuments, the tombs in the Valley of the Kings, lived here, and they have some of their workers' tombs here. So this is just the ancient village that we have right before us. Deir El Medina, the ancient Egyptian workmen's village, home to the construction workers and artisans who built and decorated the tombs in the Valley of the Kings and Queens during the years 1550 to 1080 BC. The settlement's ancient name was Setmat, meaning place of truth, and the workmen who lived there were called servants in the place of truth. Archaeologists have uncovered more than 70 houses in this village, as well as many tombs. The exploration of Deir El Medina has yielded a huge quantity of artifacts and texts written on papyri, which offer a unique view into the daily life of an ancient Egyptian community. And there are many tombs throughout this area. I believe I saw a list of tombs. I didn't buy a ticket to go into any of the tombs, but maybe I will buy one for one area if it's possible to get a ticket here, because it would be interesting to see the workers' tombs, the size, how they look. I'm kind of curious about that. So I'm going to see if I can find a ticket here for one of these tombs. And yeah, if not, this is Deir El Medina. By the way, the tickets for Deir El Medina was 100, but there's so many separate tombs around the area. I'm not sure which ones are located, but there's a list of tombs. But yeah, several dollars, and see some amazing ruins and ancient sites. It's cool to see the daily blue collar, daily workers and, normal everyday people, not kings and pharaohs and queens. And yeah, so all right, let's go find out if I can buy a ticket here to go into one of these tombs and check it out.
Down, down, down. Down, down, down.
This is definitely cramped.
Okay, you're in.
Yay, thank you. It's cramped, guys.
Tam teraz jest dużo ludzi, to poczekamy.
Na raka.
Is this sister Niftis?
Jeszcze
The tomba, the nude is God. Mouth, Ma'ad, Osiris, Anub, the baboon, this God بتاع.
تعرف كله.
The mummy and Anubis. This barfa, barfa. Good.
تمام شكرا.
تعال شوف الثاني. الشكل. البريست. شرفتي. دي مقبرة. استنى. دي أبوهم. دول عياله. سام. كم نقول. أنا همشي. De mumia. De tomba amon nacht. ده الفازر بتاعها. دي الموميا أنوبس إله التحنيط. ده هورس ده إيزيس ونفتيس تاج بتاعها. دي روايف امون nacht. ده نجوم. شمس.
sun.
ده إلهات هورس را أوزيريس. أنوبس توت أوزيريس. دي المية واتر. دي الجنة بارادايس. دي كاو. أمون nacht ومراته. أمون nacht. ده البابا زهرة اللوت الفلاور. اللوتس ده المركب الكاهن بريست ده المية دي مكتوبة اللغة
حلو.
ده هورس خلي لك صورة صورك
ايه؟
بيتش صور
ما فيش مشكلة. شكرا كثير.
حسب راسه وقت راسه
Very small area.
نوريك البرامس بصي الميزان الميزان
ما فيش مشكلة. أنا حرونة عايزة مية. شكرا كثير. مع السلامة. معلش ما عنديش ولا هذا. أنا
لا تغيريها.
أنا عايشة في القاهرة. أنا ما عنديش دولار. مع السلامة. شكرا. Okay, we're out. Yeah, it's pretty cramped, It's actually bigger than I was expecting though. Like there's more to it, more rooms and little passageways. Awesome. Definitely a lot smaller than the pharaoh's tombs. So, all right, well that's good for me guys for Deir El Medina. I'm still tombed out from the Valley of the Kings, to be honest, so I won't be doing that, but yeah, gives you a glimpse into some of the things that you can see here in Luxor. There's just such a bountiful amount of history in Luxor. It's hard to decide what you want to see, because
likely you're not going to have enough time to see every single site, every single monument, every single temple and tomb, for sure not. Or you would just get very tired of that anyways. So yeah, choose wisely what you would like to see here in Luxor. Now I'm going to head to Ramasseum, which I don't know much about, but I have a ticket to it. So let's go find out what that is. And yeah, I'm going to grab the bike. See you in a bit. Alright guys, made it to Ramasseum, and I love this because it's completely empty, at least right now. مشكلة؟ Okay. Yes, so I was just told I can't film here, but I don't know. I'm gonna film anyway. Yeah, completely void of people, which I love. Because everywhere else there's tour bus after tour bus. أيوة. I didn't notice anything about no filming, to be honest, but I didn't really look. I don't see why they would not allow filming, no. So something to be aware of is guys coming up and telling you that you can't film somewhere, but you can. And then they ask for a tip, or, oh, let me take a photo of you. Or they try to explain a few things and ask for money. You can give them money if you want, but personally, I say no, and they kind of do it anyways. I'm not gonna give money to everyone. Oh, look at that. This massive statue. You see the feet? Let's get a better look at that. Wow, guys. It's just a completely different experience when it's empty and quiet. You have it to yourself. That's the best. Wow. Just really gives you the feeling of you discovering it for yourself, which I think everyone kind of imagines when they think of ancient Egypt as like an explorer. First, people seeing these ancient monuments, like, wow, the impression that you have of this ancient civilization. That is so big, you guys. Let's get closer. His shoulder, his head, be. This is me. Massive, massive. And the fact it's still laying out here on its side, like the ruins of an ancient civilization. They didn't pick up these pieces and move it into a museum. It's just still sitting out here where it fell.
The Ramasseum is the memorial temple of the great warrior king Ramses II and was built under his rule over 3,300 years ago in the year 1304 BC. Ramses II had one of the longest reigns in Egyptian history, ruling for 67 years, and built more monuments of greater size than any other pharaoh. The walls of the Ramasseum are decorated with reliefs, including scenes depicting the Battle of Kadesh against the Hittites, the Syrian Wars, and the Festival of Min, an ancient Egyptian ceremony that was held to celebrate the continued rule of a pharaoh.
Graffiti from 1817. You know, it's crazy on some of these monuments in Egypt. You'll see graffiti from all ages, even the Romans leaving their mark on these more ancient monuments in Egypt. And then Romans came through and scrawling on it in Latin, and it's just crazy. Not sure what all this stuff is. Let's go find out. Obviously the temple is the most impressive. Are these really old? Are these from the time of the ancient Egyptians, the pharaohs? Workers' houses, perhaps? Probably should have read that description. I'll go back and look at it. Someone has a chair for chilling. This guy's following me around. Just sit outside here. Almost empty.
والله انا مش هنهزم.
انا مش فاهمه كتير عربي. كلام انجليزي؟
موميا راس.
موميا راس.
انا عارف
انا مش فاهمه.
موميا.
بكم هنا؟ مش جديد صح؟ مش جديد.
لا ده قديم.
سيم؟
من 4000 سنة.
رمسيوم هنا
قديم اي.
كده. Is that a skull?
Yeah.
البجاد.
Yes. بس. Okay. Yes.
This is crazy. مجنون لا.
لا.
يا اسطى. Oh my god.
Yes.
He goes yes. Wow. Very old skull. She just has me shitting in her.
Which I said today.
Oh my god. Yes. It does.
Very nice.
مجنون.
Excuse me. اللي انتوا جود.
ايه؟
يس الموميا بتاعتكم انتوا كده فيه بصي.
That one's not mummified. That's just dead. Huh?
ملفوف عليها.
ايه؟ Yeah. This.
من منات وانا متحمل عليها. اوكي بكشف فوتو؟ عشان فوتو
This video.
بس اوكي
That's crazy.
فوتو اوكي كان مفروض على هير
يا روبا
كان مفروض على هير شوف
بجد?
بس كان مفروض على هير
He's saying this is the mummy wrappings. I don't believe that, but whatever.
Yes. Excuse me here.
ما اعرفش.
هو ده.
إيه انا بص. Do you believe that? Anyways, there was a skull in there. That's crazy. I don't know where they got that or why it's hidden behind a rock. Hey, you crazy. Okay, guys. He wants to keep showing me stuff, but I think I'm good on it. خلاص بقى. أنا هارونا. شكرا كتير. يا رمسيوم كويسة. أيوة بحب عشان مش ناس.
ايوه خش من هنا اطلع من هنا
لا
جود هير نو بروبلم
لا ما فيش مشكلة عايزة أروح كافيه أكل معايا. Okay, so I just gave him 20 pounds because he showed me around a little. I'm okay with that, you know. Normally, it's if I accept, you know, and then I let them, and then I'll follow them. If not, I just ignore them or keep telling them no. But was that real? I don't believe the money wrappings, but the skull? I have no idea. Anyways, interesting experience regardless. Maybe she needs help with a photo. I'll ask her. Okay, guys, so I am heading off on the bike now. That is Ramasseum. My favorite place to visit, just because there's no people. It's very peaceful, quiet, and beautiful. So I just ran into one other woman from Colombia. I forgot already. But yeah, there's amazing sights all over Luxor. Many different places to see, and I appreciate you following along with me. Stay tuned for my next adventures. I'll be riding the motorcycle to Aswan next and checking out what there is to see there. So, okay, أشوفك بعدين. Bye.